Wow. It's your boy Terrence Williams, a.k.a. OG Giggity, a.k.a. Mr. Answer Right Back, a.k.a. the People's Champ. Shout out to my dog Terrence Williams, man. Shout out to Terrence Williams, man, a.k.a. OG Giggity. But now on a serious note, I want to briefly take a little time, man, to actually speak on the Terrence Williams situation. I don't know the man. I ain't never met the man a day in my life. But and I have no incentive. I'm just keeping it real. Call a spade a spade. You know what I mean? That's what my YouTube page is called. Call a spade a spade. So I got to call a spade a spade. You know, that man did 23 months, and I believe actually 23 years rather, in 10 months? So basically he did 24 years locked up in a federal penitentiary. Never told on nobody. There's no paperwork that would suggest that he ever told on anybody. The man seen a way to get out of prison, and he took advantage of that. Nobody went to jail. Nobody got arrested based upon what he said. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. It's funny how a lot of you individuals out there keep talking about if you talk to the people, you a rat. But there's levels to it. There's levels to it. Never sit down with the police. Never. So let me ask you this. Your mom is at the crib. Your kids is at the crib. Somebody's kicking the door in. Somebody's, they trying to get into the house. Now, you're not in a position to where you can just get there immediately. You might not even be in town. Or you may be way across town. Somebody's trying to get your mom, your loved one, your kids. You mean to tell me that you're not going to call the police? Hey, somebody's trying to get in and get my kids, man. Somebody's trying. So you mean to tell me, since sitting down with the police, no matter what, under any circumstances, is ratting, you mean to tell me that you just going to let whoever do whatever to your kids, your mother, your loved ones? Stop it. Y'all take this ratting stuff way, way too far. If me and you go do some dirt and we know that we're going to do some dirt, you know what I mean? And we get caught up and I tell on you, you tell on me or whatever, that's ratting. Me sitting down talking to the police because I can't get there to save my family, that's not ratting. I don't care if I have to talk to the police and sit down with them or not. Now, getting back to the subject at hand. The man found a loophole in the system. Now, I don't know. I ain't never did 24 years, 23 years and 10 months. But I done some calendars. I don't profess to be no street dude. I don't profess to be no, you know what I mean, no stepper, no none of that. But I done knocked a few calendars back. Now just imagine you in a federal penitentiary. You got a life sentence. You never going home. You'll never hug your kids again unless it's on visit. Your mother. Eventually, if you locked up long enough, you know what I mean, either she's going to pass away, you going to pass away before her, whichever one. Your loved ones, you'll never hug a woman again. You'll never touch a woman again. So you mean to tell me that y'all so hard and your street values are so high that if the people came to you and asked you about some murders or whatever the case may be, and you knew that nobody was going to get arrested, you mean to tell me you going to continue sitting in a penitentiary looking at men all day long, showering with men, wake up looking at men, go to sleep looking at men, wake up in the middle of the night going to the bathroom looking at men? You really going to tell me that that's what you going to do? Yeah, I mean, I hear little Boosie talking about, you know what you signed up for and you stand on it and hey, listen, man, it's easy to say that when you're not in that predicament, when you're not in that situation. You know what I mean? And people open the door for you and say, look, all you got to do is just tell us this. And as long as you standing on your morals and your values and nobody gets arrested, and you not taking nobody down and nobody's affected by what you say because the people's already deceased, come on, man, stop it. All of y'all would do the exact same thing. You can sit there and talk it, say whatever you want to say. Like I said, if you've been locked up before, you understand how miserable it is just sitting in there, just all day long, just being around a bunch of just, you know what I mean, dudes all the time. You know, you got some cool brothers in there, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying you still rather be home to your family. You know, but every time I look up, oh, Terrence Gangsta Williams, he's a rat, he's this, he's that. Come on, man, but y'all wasn't in that man's shoes. That man did 24 years, basically, and never told on nobody, never gave up nobody. Because if he did, the paperwork would surface. I don't know the man. I ain't never met the man a day in my life, never talked to him, but I got to call a spade a spade. You know, a lot of you people, man, y'all just need to stop it, man. Awfully judgmental. And truth be told, if you really, really, really want to get real about it, the majority of y'all wouldn't even have done that much time. Y'all would have been gave up some people. Now, I'm not speaking to every person that's watching this, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying a lot of y'all, a lot of people rather, after the first 5 years, been ready to roll. If that long. So don't sit here and judge this man because he decided to do what it took to come home and be with his family. He did his time. I don't agree with what he was doing out there in them streets, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, he handled his business. People spoke highly of him, streetwise or whatever. Like Boosie and them said, he was looked upon. They looked up to him. Angola or whatever. He was a stand-up dude. You can't take away what a person's done just because they made a decision that you may not have made, that you say you wouldn't have made anyway. Because I believe you would have made it. You can sit here all day long and talk about, you know, you stand on your moral, your principles, 10 toes down. It's easy to say that. Be sitting in there with a life sentence, a double life sentence. And then people tell you, man, just give us this information. And it's not affecting nobody. Everybody's, you know, passed away. Yeah. We'll see what type of a real one you really are. Like I said, it's easy to talk it. I ain't had nowhere near a life sentence. But these calendars, man, you know, I done did over 10 calendars. And I'm going to tell you, miserable, misery. You can sit in there and try to make fun and have a good time. And, you sitting in there, man, and it's miserable. So you got an opportunity to go home, but you going to be like, nah, man, this is what I signed up for. So I'm going to spend the rest of my days in a federal penitentiary. Stop it. Stop it, man. I just wanted to shed a little light, man, because, you know, I just get tired of looking on YouTube every day, just seeing all these real ones, man. Y'all so real that you're going to spend the rest of your life in the penitentiary when you don't have to. And you don't got to even tell them, and you don't even got to send nobody to jail. Stop it, man. Talk it all you want to talk it. Say what you want to say. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. That man did what he had to do. He came home. He's with his mother. He's with his family. He's with his kids. You know what I mean? And, you know, he's living his life. He's living his dreams. You know. But a lot of y'all really talking, man. You know, don't forget. Like I said, I ain't never met the man, so I'm just going off. Don't forget, man. He's Terrence Gangsta Williams for a reason, man. I know he done put that lifestyle behind him, but at the same time, man, you know, I'd just advise everybody, myself, just keep it internet, man. You know, friendly debates online. If you don't fool with him, man, you don't fool with him, man. That's your, if you don't want to mess with the man, it's your right not to mess with the man. You know what I mean? But don't sit up here and just keep talking about what you would have and what you wouldn't have done. You know what I mean? Wow. We out. Terrence Gangsta Williams, a.k.a. OG Giggity, a.k.a. the People's Champ, a.k.a. and whatever else you want to put behind AKA. You know what I mean? Call a spade podcast debut video.